Hi, everybody. Sarah Mann here with Trep Girls Book Club. Thank you for joining me. It is chapter 5 of The Big Leap. Chapter 5 was one of those chapters that is deceptively simple. Let me fill you in. First of all, chapter 4, not last week, but the week before, we did chapter 4, and it was about what is the zone of genius. It's kind of a term he coined himself, the author Gay Hendricks, and it's that place where time flies by, you are getting things done, you are fulfilled by your work. The zone of genius is really interesting. And the point of the book is to get out of your comfort zones and into the zone of genius. The zone of genius sounds easy and too good to be true, but it really is that place that the world, if you're not in the right job, if you're not in the right spot in your life, it is really hard to get to. You make a lot of these beliefs, and the whole book is about this. You make these commitments and you accept these things about yourself, like, well, I'm just not fundamentally good. Something's wrong with me. So I can't succeed past whatever that is. He knocks down those walls. So that's the zone of genius. That is the goal, to be in your zone of genius, to be in that place that you are happy, fulfilled, productive. And so in chapter 5, that's chapter 4. What is the zone of genius? Chapter 5 is how to be in the zone of genius. And he says it's not something that you stay in permanently in the beginning. It takes work. And he describes it as like a spiral. And you go up and down the spiral. And your goal is to be in the zone of genius all the time. But then he talks about the zone of excellence, the zone of competence, all those in boxes, because there's no real where to go in the box. It's like a safe box. So that's the zone of genius, and the goal is to be in the zone of genius. So he helps you to recognize the zone of genius in chapter 4. And then in chapter 5, he has this mantra. Now, I don't know what you believe. Sometimes when I hear the word mantra, I think like Eastern religions or something kind of woo-woo or a little bit too good to be true, or I just think of Om. And he kind of brings those up as, yes, technically those are mantras, but his mantra is really about carving new thought patterns that are healthier. And so you're trying to get new messages to your subconscious about this new way of thinking that says, I am successful, I am enough, I am okay, and I love the others around me, and I want to do that for them too. He refined this mantra after helping a lot of clients, figuring out that these are the words. There's not extra, there's not too few. These are the words for the mantra. And so here they are. I expand in abundance, success, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. That's it. He says, say it to yourself, say it out loud, whisper it, think it. Not quite like a prayer, but something where you are trying to change your mindset and your subconscious to say, look, this is my goal. This is what I want to do. And this is where I am right now, too. This isn't some far off thing. This is real. And so, what I like about the mantra is that it is working on that, on the brain and the heart to become in agreement. So, I need some water or something. I'm saying things wrong. So, anyways, I really think that, like I said earlier, it's deceptively simple. That's it. I need to say a sentence every day. Sounds too good to be true. If you take it like that, then I think it won't work. It is too good to be true. But if you take it like a therapy, then you know that it's not overnight. An example is my son. He's dyslexic. We go through these therapies. They are the same every day. What we are doing is carving new neural pathways so that his brain can find better, more efficient ways than it originally did to decipher code language. He is dyslexic. He was born that way. He's wired that way. But there are therapies, and it's been scientifically proven, that can help you when you have those kinds of issues. People don't even think dyslexia is a learning disability. Some agree, some don't, whatever. This isn't about dyslexia, but my point is, I think that this mantra is more like creating new neural pathways that make you instantly have healthier thoughts, go to healthier places in your mind and your heart than the negative ones, the yeah, but. Yeah, that would be nice, but you can't, and here's why. We're really good at that. We're amazing at that. We don't want to get hurt. We don't want to try. We don't want to risk naturally. So we need to go through therapy to get us through that. That's how I understood chapter 5. That's how I'm going to take it. You can take it another way. Tell me in the comments. Maybe you saw it in a new way. That would be awesome. I'd love to hear it. But that's how I'm kind of understanding the mantra. It doesn't need to be spiritual or religious. It just needs to be an agreement with yourself that this is the new healthy pathway we're going to take, and this is the sentence we say to remind us. I am great with that. I am okay with that. I'm not offended by that. So, but I'd love to know what your thoughts are and how you deciphered it. So he talks about that, and then speaking of commitment, he talks about commitment, and the key that I found interesting was that commitment's great and it helps you get started, but recommitment is where the rubber meets the road on change. And again, I took that in my own way with weight loss. You can start off strong, you can have a great first week, you can lose a couple pounds and be really motivated, but then you go out to dinner, or you have a bad day and you want a glass of wine or whatever. Life will come back at you after you've started on a different path. Life's going to push back. And those are the times when you need tools to get you through those pushbacks. This mantra, I think, is what he's talking about, in that recommitment to, I'm not going to that safe place that keeps me down here. I am going to go and push myself to a better place. Can I be happy all the time? Can I love people all the time? Can I feel safe and successful and blah, blah, blah all the time? Well, it's kind of a crazy idea, but what I think I understand from this author is that yes, you can, but it's going to take some work. And I don't see overnight change. That would be crazy. I don't see myself changing where I'm just like, woo, all the time, especially that time of the month. I am not a happy camper, but am I happier than I was last year? Absolutely. Has my environment changed that much? Not that much. I live in the same house. I have the same family. I have the same animals. My job has changed a little bit, but I still have the same time on my hands. So I don't have really anything to blame or to pat on the back but myself and my work in this book and other books to educate myself on this. So yeah, I would say that the book has really helped me to not freak out every time a family member goes somewhere. I've ridden on many, many planes this last year. I've probably flown every month the last 6 months of 2015, which is insane. I don't do that. I do not travel that much. I am pretty much afraid of flying. The book has helped me to not be addicted to worry. And I've already said this a bunch of times. That's why I picked it to be the first book. It made a big impact in my life. The mantra, though, I didn't really work on last year. I worked on the fear stuff. So this mantra, I've been working on this last week. I know I didn't post last week. Upper limit problem. But I did genuinely work on the mantra. It is hard. It is hard. And he says it's hard, and embrace that and enjoy that. Well, I don't like embracing hard things, but I will. That's added that's what she said moment. My husband loves that joke. Sorry. So anyways, I don't like to just say, yay, this is tough, and that's a good sign. But he is encouraging in that. You are going to say the mantra, you are going to want to get better and accept this change. And your brain is going to say, well, yeah, but, except for, no, you can't, because here's why. And he said, don't fight those. Let those voices come up and address them at their core. Why is that coming up? And that's been my hardest issue this week, because I don't take enough time to listen and be quiet in that moment that I'm saying it's not possible. So, anyways, I wonder if any of you are having that issue, or if you are working on the mantra, or you will work on the mantra this coming week. But anyways, thank you for tuning in and being a part of the book club. I have some new fun things I'm working on for Trep Girls. We have a Twitter account and Instagram where I want to show some really cool stuff. And so this is the baby. This is the little like caterpillar just getting started in life, my Trep Girls idea. And so I'm really excited to encourage and inspire people and educate through how I've been educated in business, and share my experience. I have 10 years of experience in business, and it ups, downs, it's been amazing, and I really want to share that with everybody. So I hope you enjoyed chapter 5. Next week, chapter 6. I will not be skipping a week again. Anyways, chapter 6 is living in Einstein time, creating time for the full expression of your genius. This one is a crazy chapter, and it talks about how it talks about Einstein and what he believed time really was. But what he says is how the zone of genius, you know, how you're doing something that you're really good at or you're really into, and the next thing you know, 5 hours has gone by. He talks about that phenomenon. It's a really good chapter, but it's even better once you've gone through the other chapters and worked on a couple of the other things and made a commitment. So I've made that commitment. And if you make that commitment, share it with me, and I will encourage you to keep going. I will be by your side. So thank you for joining me. Have a fabulous day. Yeah. Peace.